Hello, this is Organ Fresh, aka Blue Phoenix. I'm a little bit perturbed. My Ether 2C has done something really stupid to me, but I'll work around it. So I had these default settings I had for my reverbs that I've been using for years. Updated Ether to 161, and they're gone. So I can't get those patches back. I'll just have to make some new ones. Not the end of the world. So anyway, I believe what I had used before was in the instruments transynth area. Now, if you don't have Ether 2C, you can also just use whatever reverb you like. Ether 2C is really nice. I will say that. I like to set up a short reverb and a long reverb and then a delay. So I'll go through those real fast. So the short reverb, I take the trance synth, and we want the mix to be full wet. So if it's partially dry, you don't really want that on a send effect. You want full wetness. So taking the Arp Lead we had from last time, I'm going to add this short reverb to it. And I'll be honest, it's a little bit too long, I think. So all I really need to do is bump the time down. Might be too little. Okay, that's not bad. And I have also a delay. Well, let's look at the long verb first. Long reverb. It's all screwed up again, so I will load up the trance synth 1 for this one. Maybe it's trance synth 2. I can't remember. So I will so the point of this one is to have a really long tail on it. Make sure the mix is full wet again. This works really well for like ambiances and stuff. Not so much for a really quick lead. I don't know, it's just not sounding quite right, but I'll probably tweak on that some. If you have your favorite reverb, fire it up and put it in a send for a reverb and send your ARP to that. I've also got a delay here, and I like to use More Feedback Machine from Yuhi. It's a pretty good delay, and I've set up a kind of a dual ping pong effect. I can't remember if this is a preset and I just loaded it or what, but basically it just delays in a stereo effect. So let me show that. So yes, delay and reverb. Alright, so that sounded pretty good. We're going to expand on these notes quite a bit though, and kind of make it follow along with the extended bass here. So if I go and extend my notes out here, just duplicate it a few times. So the first 4 bars were on the A, and then it drops to D. I'm actually going to go up to D. So if we go to D here, and I believe those are the correct notes, and then these should be F. Let's see how that sounds right there. There's something wrong with that reverb. I'm going to have to work on that some. I'm actually going to extend this out so it doesn't restart right there. There's too much delay. That's the basics of it. I had actually gone and expanded on this some when I was working on it originally, and you can see I kind of took that pattern and I did a chord inversion on this one, it looks like. So that doesn't sound right. Let's try putting this at 0. There we go. I was like, there's something wrong there. Okay. Now, what you'll see here is when I just did the root note of the bass and followed along, it looks like this. But it sounded a little odd to me. It's going too high. So what I did is a chord inversion. Just bring that E note down. And these are both going to be too high. So I'm going to do a double chord inversion. And same with this one. But I'm going to let this one be high. Just kind of listen. And then as I was kind of listening to this when I first made it, I thought like, okay, it would be kind of cool if this got even higher here for that last bar. So if you split that and then jump that up one, that's a crescendo effect. I think that's basically what I had done here. Sort of. Yeah, something like that. It's been a while. But yeah, okay, yeah, I split it right here and I bumped it up. That's exactly what I did. Looks like I didn't do that in the first 8 bars. So yeah, okay, what I did was repeat this pattern and just drop that down. Yep. Okay, so I can barely hear the bass now. This is way too loud. Let's just turn it down. And let's try just adding a compressor in here. Let's see here. I'm going to save it because sometimes it crashes. Ableton will crash. Oh, there it goes. I told you. I was not kidding. Let's bring that back up again. That's my fractal art in the background. Would I like to recover my work? I don't really need to because I hit save. Okay, would I like to report a crash? I've reported that one before. The fun of Ableton. But see, we're back. It wasn't that bad. I think the trick is not to switch it into graph mode after stopping or something. I'm not 100% sure. Now, the reason I use graph mode here is because you can see there's some peaks and then there's some valleys in there. You really want to set your threshold to be between those. If you go below the lowest value, you're really not getting any benefit. And if you're above the highest value, again, you're really not getting much of a benefit. So sit somewhere in the middle. Crush a little bit. That'll kind of even it out some. I think maybe these bass are too low. So again, that chord progression is in the, well, shoot, I've lost it. Here it is. It should be this lead A. You can just drag that in, and you'll have it as well. You don't have to draw that in yourself if you don't want to. That's basically it. Might tweak on this just a little bit before signing off this time. It's kind of a more bassy sound. I'm going to just drop the width a little bit. Let's change this. Okay. And remember we did this constant on the filter cutoff, so we're going to just group everything together. And the ARP gets a little mad when you do that sometimes. So again, the low point should be halfway. You'll see that that knob there is going to switch like to the 0 position when I do that. And then I turn the knob to the max, and then slowly turn this down here for listen for any differences. Maybe about 0.77 or so. Filter cutoff. Cut-odd. Filter cut-odd. So now instead of using an auto filter, you can do this instead. It sounds a lot more natural to me. To your listeners too. So we're off to a pretty good start here on our Freeform track. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. You're just going to have to tune in and find out, because I'm done recording for tonight. So I'll catch you next time, and hope you've learned something today. See you next time.